Okay, let's just dive right into the question of what are macros. Now, when you look at your food and what makes up calories, we need to look at micronutrients and macronutrients. Macronutrients, these are what actually make up calories. These are our main sources of energy. So these come in forms of carbs and fats and proteins. Micronutrients, these are the vitamins, minerals, and water content in our food. Doesn't pertain to energy and calories at all, but still very important in our daily intake. But today we're going to look at macros. So let's dive a little bit deeper in what that entails. So first let's look at carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, these are our main sources of energy, especially during intense exercise. So the more intense an activity that you're doing, the more energy from carbs that you are actually using. Carbs are also stored as glycogen in your body for when you need it, so it can be stored for later use. It's also very important in brain function and other bodily functions as well. Most people are recommended to have about 45 to 65% of their daily calorie intake come from carbs. Now, if you're looking to lose weight, it should probably be closer to that 45%, maybe even just a little bit lower, but you definitely don't want to skip out on carbs. Are also 4 calories for 1 gram of carbs. So when you're looking at, let's say, a cinnamon roll and you're seeing how many calories are in that, it's because 1 gram of carbs equals 4 calories. So the more carbs that are in there, more calorie dense it will be. All right, moving right along. Fat. So fats, now this is the largest store of energy in our body. In fact, most people have enough energy stored for about anywhere 500 to 1,000 miles on foot, just in fat stores alone. This is the main source of energy used during rest and low intensity exercise. So if you're going on a walk or even just working on some schoolwork or sitting on the couch, fats are the source of energy that is used to keep you breathing, keep you moving during those activities. Fats also increase your satiety, so they make you feel full for a longer period of time. It's recommended for most people to have anywhere from 20 to 35% of their calories come from fat, and fats have about 9 calories per gram, so they are more calories. Now, protein. Protein is not a major source of energy. In fact, it's not really used to be burned or used at all, only when you have excessive amounts of protein. Then it is stored and can be used for small amounts of energy. The main use of protein is to build muscle tissue, skin, bones. They're really the building blocks of our body. Proteins are also needed to make enzymes and hormones, so we need protein to help us function properly. Now, protein, it's for most people about 10 to 35% is what is recommended for the daily intake. However, if you are looking to build muscle or to lose weight or anything like that, you're going to want it closer to that 35%. And some people might even have a little bit more, but definitely closer to that 35% if you are looking to lose weight or build muscle. Now, like carbs, protein also has 4 calories per gram, and this just helps us look at what makes up protein and the calories that go into it. Now let's look at a quick example. Let's say you're on a meal plan and you are given about 1,800 calories to lose weight. So in that 1,800 calories, if you are counting macros, you need to divide up how much protein, how much carbs, and how much fat you are taking in. So let's say your trainer or your nutritionist gives you a plan where you're on 40% carbs, 30% fat, and 30% protein. All this means is that 40% of your calories are going to be coming from carbs, 30% are coming from fats, and 30% is coming from protein. When we were looking at how carbs have 4 calories per gram, fats have 9 calories per gram, and protein has 4 calories per gram, this is how it is usually counted and taken into consideration. There are a lot of helpful apps out there like MyFitnessPal, which will help count those macronutrients for you. Usually if you type in a food or you're looking at a box label with nutrition facts, it'll give you the information of how many grams of carbs, how many grams of protein and fats are in a certain food, which will help you track those and know how much you should be having for your goals. Now that is just a very brief intro to macros, but hopefully you understand a little bit more of what they are and what is meant when you're asked to count macros. But there's definitely more that you can learn, but hopefully this gets you started on the right path. Thanks for watching.